And good morning, everybody. How about that? Some Keith Secola energy for you there. Keith Secola, long time native rocker, been around and for a long, long time, done all kinds of fun things, and people just love his music. He's most known for things like the Fry Bread song and Indian Cars and the theme of Club Red, which I produced many years ago. So good morning. Welcome to Peggy's Place. This is KGUA 88.3 FM. If you're listening to radio, that quaint old little box that might sit on your kitchen shelf or your counter somewhere, one of those little, rectangle boxes that has a dial on it. You could be listening to us on the internet, on Radio Garden, TuneIn app, or KGUA's very own Air Pocket app. And we know that we have listeners all over the world because we're going to read from a couple of those, all over the United States as well. This is KGUA Writers today, and I have a feeling our maestro is caught in traffic on the Beltway somewhere. Mark Gross will be joining us, so I'll just kind of fill in for a bit as we wait for Mark to burst into the door, and we'll hear him entering our Zoom call here any minute now. But just to remind you, of course, that KGUA is on the south coast of Mendocino. We're at the very tip of Mendocino County. Many of you may know Mendocino, at least from songs and or the concept of Mendocino. We're very lucky to be living right here on the coast. And today we have a very nice weather day. So far, the wind hasn't come up. We have blue skies. It's going to be pretty comfortable, but we are expecting the wind to come up later today and the rest of this week. Sadly, we did not get much rain, and I was looking at some of the levels of many of the reservoirs in the whole state, really. But California this drought is just so terrifying when you look at the water levels in our lakes. Folsom Lake is very empty. A little bit farther north, Trinity and Shasta are maybe at a little over 50% of what they might be. It's just not good. So we're all very careful here, conserving water and reminding you too to conserve water. We also know we have a lot of new listeners to our station and to our area. So in case you didn't hear that this drought is real, please be careful about your water and how you use it here, because water, as we talk about a lot on this station, water is life, water is sacred, and when it's gone, it's gone. I mean, I've been reporting on water for literally about 50 years when I was working at NPR. And let's give a shout out to National Public Radio having their 50th anniversary, the place where I started when they weren't that old. Actually, I was back there quite a while ago and left of my own volition. Could have stayed there, but I had other things to do with my life. Hey, speaking of that, there's a new book out called Dedicated. And we're going to have the author of that book, Pete Davis, on sometime in the next couple of weeks, because the book is about long-term commitment to life, to what you believe in. And he interviewed a lot of people, including me. And so talking about, this long-term commitment to community and community radio. So we'll be interviewing Pete pretty soon. Well, we still don't have Mr. Mark yet, and we've got a lot of writing and a lot of voices. So I am going to go ahead, get started while we wait for Mark to show up, which he should be doing any moment now. And that's Mark calling, I'm sure. Let's see what he's doing. Mark, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to reload for 10 minutes. I'm not getting, it says the meeting has not started.
No, the meeting has started. The link is right there on it's the same link that's on your messenger.
I know. I keep reloading it and it's saying waiting for host to let me in.
Right.
I've been doing it for 10 minutes.
I don't, Mark Rose, of course, I don't see you asking to be let in because you know I'd let you in.
Well, it says launch meeting, join from browser, open link, and it keeps on telling me it's reloading. Anyway, I guess we can do it by phone. I'm sitting in front of the computer for 10 minutes. It's kind of weird. Open link.
It should just
Launch
open to
meeting.
the meeting. The meeting should just be open. You don't have to, the meeting is launched. That's for me to launch the meeting. Generally, they just join
Let's
meeting.
see.
Can you
hear
join
me,
meeting?
right?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Yeah, and I'm joining the meeting, allowing, joining, and I'm on, but it says the meeting has not started. Very weird.
Oh, my
All right, should we
goodness.
do it by phone?
Well, I guess we'll have to, as long as the cell phone hangs on. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's flipping, reload the page, the meeting has not started. I have the code and everything like every week, and it's so weird. Okay,
Well, I'll tell you
Very
what, why
weird.
don't I could play a couple of segments and we can both reload and see if that works. How's that?
okay, why don't you start with set one? That's great, and I've got the app, and then I'll reload, and you can reload.
I will do that. Okay,
Okay.
folks, we will be
Set
right
number.
back after we listen to set one on this. And why don't you tell us what this episode is before you disappear?
So the episode is Random Connection, and I must say, Peggy, that it really is incredible. As of last night, midnight, we have 17. And I think while it gets past deadline, it's a trend with the recent writing that people think about it, they say, I'm not going to do it, but that doesn't let the voice out of their